So this will be a story time about how I crashed and tore down my high school's fence with my car. So, I don't know why I've never talked about this. I don't know why I've never made a video on this. Like, it makes zero sense. I'm not really embarrassed by it anymore. I've been out of high school for a long while. But yeah, this did happen my senior year, and sometimes I forget about it, and then sometimes I remember and I'm like, wow. Wow. I guess let me give a background on my driving history, like my licensing history. My junior year of high school is when I joined driver's ed. I think I might have been 16. And I did driver's ed with my bestie Samantha. Like, I did driver's ed, but like I wasn't sure when I was getting a car and everything. Like, I just did not really take it as like, you know how like when most people are like, I am 15 going on 16, like I want my car, and like they just want to do it as fast as they can, like whatever. Like I took the class through my school, and you know the class ended when it did, but like we had to do drives. Okay. Oh, I got my license the end of junior year of high school, and I had started my sophomore year. I had started driver's ed my sophomore year. So how embarrassing. But I think my logic back then was all of my friends are older than me except for Samantha. Because all my friends were older than me and like they would just drive me everywhere. I was also in a relationship with a questionable creature my junior year of high school, and he would drive me everywhere. So I was like, you know what? I'm set. Like, I'm literally not in a rush to get my license. Like, I don't know why. I had gotten a car for Christmas, I think, my junior year, but I had no fucking license. I got it the end of my junior year. That's correct, because I was driving by my senior year. I passed my driver's test with an 80, but here's why. Okay, obviously like semi trucks are big. This is gonna sound like such a dumb bitch moment for me, which honestly I own up to it. There was a semi truck in front of me and it was going through the light and I could not see the light. And mind you, it wasn't even red. So the driver instructor was just fucking tripping, and it was literally turning yellow as I went through, but I couldn't see the light, and she literally was like, I could fail you for that, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, girl, the light was fucking yellow. Okay, next time I'll look. And so that is what like made her for sure give me an 80. Because I did everything else fine. Not parallel park though. Like to this day, I can't fucking parallel park. So she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give you an 80 and call it a day. Because mind you, Samantha and I had started driver's ed our sophomore year of high school, and then we both did not finish our shit until the end of our junior year. Mind you, bitches already had cars at this point. Like, we were just fucking lazy. And so I finally get my license. Whatever. I only had to take the written twice. So on my second day of driving, actually my second day of having my license, I scraped a car. I called my mom, who was a worse driver than me, mind you. She's literally screaming like at the top of her lungs on the phone. I'm like crying. She's like, get the fuck home, blah, blah, blah. And all I did was scrape a car. Like, I did not do anything crazy. Like, I literally just scraped a car a tiny bit, whatever. It was this old couple and they felt bad for me because I was fucking crying. And so at this point I was also with my dad for the summer. And so I called him and he was just like, come to your uncle's, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was not tripping. He was just like, okay, like, obviously, like, you're fucking dumb because it's your second day of like having your license, but like you didn't kill anybody. So fast forward to like coming into my senior year, like I had no other like incidents like that whole summer. I had to move in with my dad. Whatever. I move in, everything's fine and dandy, but my school was like 30 minutes away from where we lived, taking the freeway. And obviously my senior year, I'm not gonna like transfer schools. And I had this 1990 bright fucking red 2-door Honda Accord. Her name was Pam. I literally loved that car. I would leave for school obviously pretty fucking early because I lived 30 minutes away. I also wasn't a kid who like really did anything bad. Like, there were a couple of things like I had gotten in trouble for, but I didn't do drugs, I didn't party, I did not drink. So like I was completely sober and not under the influence. But I would pick up Samantha every day before school, but you're not allowed to drive with people your first 6 months of driving unless it's like your immediate family. And obviously I was fucking breaking that rule because I was like, bitch, I'll just pick you up for school, like whatever, not that big of a deal. So one day I'm picking up Samantha for school. She literally lives 2 fucking minutes away from the school. We're getting to the parking lot, you know, we're going to our spot, and I am going to reverse out. Okay, I'm going to repark, readjust, get into the lines. And as I think I'm hitting the brake so I can, you know, change the switch to reverse, I literally step on the gas so motherfucking hard. This is so embarrassing. Like, I literally don't know. I like must have like fucking stomped on the gas. I literally tore down the fence, like my small two-door 1990 Honda Accord, mind you, ripped this fucking fence down. Like, I don't know how it even, I could not tell you the science, because here's the fence. Okay, here's the fence. Okay, literally like the little like grass, and then like you go over the little like parking bump. My car literally like fucking went up and tore that shit down. I don't know fucking how. It was so embarrassing. It's 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. I am not allowed to have anybody in my fucking car, and it all happened in a span of like 30 fucking seconds. I literally think I have videos on Snapchat still. I'm like, I'll insert. Streaks. My bumper fits in my car. I am in utter shock. This is like the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Of course, like the biggest bitch I fucking hate in high school is like, oh my god, are you okay? Bitch, get the fuck away from my car. And Samantha just starts laughing because she's like, of course this would happen to you. And I literally was like, get the fuck out the car, get out the car. You need to pretend like you were walking to school and you found me. I like call my mom, whatever, she can't fucking come. I call my stepdad, and then I call my dad. And I'm like, I just quite literally tore the school's fence down with my car. I did it completely sober. I did that completely sober. I had to put my front bumper in the back of my car and drive that shit back to my house. How embarrassing, how mortifying. People were on bitch's stories on Snapchat that day were eventful. And I just literally was like, what the fuck do you even do? What do you say? People were like, bitch, were you on drugs? Like, were you high? And I was like, no, I actually was completely sober. Do I think maybe being high would have made more sense? Yeah. Do I condone that? No. So yeah, I literally had to go buy a bumper from a junkyard, and it was fucking silver, and I have a bright red car. My dad just literally, like, because he came to the school to see my car. And then Samantha's dad, good thing like he does landscaping and stuff, but he like offered to pay for it. Like, because I was like, bitch, how the fuck are we gonna pay for this? Because the whole fence is taken down. Whatever. My dad had talked to the school and all that, and my dad honestly was just like, I think he just was like, you already having to experience this much embarrassment, I think is punishment enough, and then you're just gonna buy your bumper. Like, because what the fuck else could I like have done? But my car chronicles do not end there. I have this Honda Accord with a silver fucking bumper, because the car still worked after that. So my car went through fucking hell and back, and that bitch still works. So I was like, cool, perfect. Like, she was a little wonky driving after that, but you know what? For it being a car from the 90s and fucking tearing down a fence, like, I'll fucking take it. Ooh, I'm getting ready to go outside and warm up my car. Mind you, we live in a gated community, so why is my car not in the driveway? Why is my car not in the driveway? And so I'm like, okay, cute. Like, what's going on? And it is literally like 6:50 in the morning. And my dad is like the scariest sleeper ever. You can hear him snoring from rooms away. Like, I wish I was fucking like exaggerating. I'm not. I don't even have to exaggerate. Like, it's, my bedroom was downstairs and his was upstairs, and I could hear him snoring and like it like thudding. Like, and he's one of those guys where it's like, if you wake him up out of his sleep, like he's in fight or flight, like he's gonna like fucking punch you. And so I'm like, literally, one, it's his birthday. 2, it is too fucking early in the morning to be dealing with this shit. And 3, I'm scared I'm gonna get fucking punched for waking him up. So I wake him up and I'm like, my car is gone. My car is literally gone. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, my car is fucking gone. So we go outside and he's like, okay, fucking perfect, on my fucking birthday, right? And I'm like, yeah, happy birthday. We go and get a different 1990 Honda Accord that day for $1,000. And I'm grateful because a bitch needed a fucking car to drive to school. But literally, it was like a moment of where he just literally bought the first car that he saw and was like, perfect, bye, like, let's go get this shit checked out, cool. Well, my radiator, which, mind you, I don't know jack shit about cars. Well, I learned a lot about cars my fucking senior year. And my radiator was broken, so my car would smoke when I drive it, and I would have to refill oil in it, like, literally every fucking day. I kept a fucking jug of oil in my car every day for like a month and a half. My dad's like, okay, well, now you need to buy your own radiator. And I'm like, okay, fucking perfect. So I do. And he's like, I will put it in your car. Mind you, the police did end up finding my other Honda Accord, the red one, Pam. I named her Pam. And literally, they like gutted my fucking car, and they stole my textbook, and I had to pay for my textbook. Like, it was just this whole fucking thing. Like, it was just such like an inconvenience, like a series of inconvenience for a 17-year-old to be dealing with. So, whatever. We saw my car, and I literally was like at the junkyard, like, okay, really fucking awesome. Like, what do you need a history textbook for? Whatever. I kid you not. Not even 2 days fucking later, after my dad had put this radiator in, my car got stolen again from my driveway. And so literally what was even more embarrassing too is that the same police who had like come, the same police officer who had come to, you know, do my like statement, everything about my first car, was also back at my house for the second car. So I was like, perfect. I love that somebody's watching us fix my car and just stealing it. Like, literally love. Perfect. Then I had like no car for a while, and I had an ex-boyfriend, or my boyfriend at the time, in my senior year of high school, and he would just take me to school. But my dad would sometimes let me drive his car because he had like an El Camino, but like that shit was so loud. First of all, that car's old as shit. It's nice, but like, what, like a showy car like to be bringing to work at like 7 o'clock in the morning? So I would drive his Jeep sometimes. He had told me, do not go in drive-throughs because like this, you will scrape the tires. And I was like, well, bitch, I'm getting my coffee, so I don't know what I literally was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Bitch, I'm in the Dairy Queen drive-through after school right before theater practice. I got like 5 bitches in my car. We're getting our Dairy Queen. And I'm turning in the drive-through, and lo and behold, I scrape the fuck out of my dad's tires. The rim of his tires. And I literally am like, oh, so this is what he was talking about. He had black rim tires, and in between like my scenes in this play, I was in the parking lot with black nail polish, instant dry black nail polish, and I was painting his fucking rims with nail polish. He ended up noticing, obviously, because he literally was like, what the fuck? Like, what did you do? And I was like, oh, I literally did exactly what you told me to not do, and I went through the drive-thru. And so, whatever, he yelled at me for that, obviously. Well, I'm like, my graduation gift, I don't know why I put quotation marks because it was my graduation gift. My dad got me another Honda Accord, but this one was like a 2014. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're moving up in the fucking world. So it was cute, you know, like it served its purpose. She did her job. And nothing happened to this car. My grandma actually has this car now. My dad just took it away from me when we got in a fight, and then I like literally moved out. So I moved out once I get this third Honda Accord taken from me. Like, my dad took the keys and was like, nope. And I was like, I literally paid for this car. So I was like, not having it, and I left. And then I didn't have a car for a little bit. And then my grandparents were like, we'll just give you our old Subaru. Like, we want to get a car, or like a new car, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, period, thank you. So I have the Subaru, and everything's fine and dandy. It runs perfectly. I drive her to California and back. So I'm not like the worst driver in the world. Just pretty bad. I'm driving the Subaru, and I have my little cousin in the car. He's not that little, but he's just younger than me. And we are on our way to a personal training session. And I had just seen like this bitch I literally did not like, and I literally feel like she put evil eye on me. Whatever, that's like not the point of this, but I literally, like, we are literally like 30 feet away. Like, it's literally a turn and then you're at the personal like training session. And I was at a like, what is it, right, left, okay, I'm sorry, a left turn. Like, you have to yield and then like left turn. Like, you know when like the light is like turning, like the arrow, and it's like blinking yellow, whatever, the light was blinking yellow, and I couldn't see on like in front of me of like the cars coming like towards me. And so this guy, which I should have never listened to the guy, whatever, he is like, oh, you're good, like go ahead and turn. And I'm like, perfect. Well, bitch, it was not perfect, because I literally hit the fuck out of somebody. I hit the fuck out of somebody. Everything was okay. Like, he was okay, my cousin was okay, I was okay, my car was fucked up, and I had just gotten new tires on my car literally like 2 days before that. But that car was totaled. That car was literally totaled. I'm like, insert picture here. And I was literally scared to drive after that, because I was like, do I have like a curse on me? Like, am I fucking like, am I a bad driver or am I cursed? Yeah, I did not have a car again for a while. I would like take my stepdad's car out, but I would literally like go up the street and come the fuck home because I was so scared to drive. And now, that's how many cars is that? So Pam, the red Honda Accord, the emerald green Honda Accord, the white 2014 Honda Accord, a silver Subaru, and now I'm on my 5th car, and I am about to be turning 23. The only thing I've not gotten in an accident since. I did pop my tire and fucked up my alignment because I hit like the biggest pothole I've ever seen. Everything's been fine with this car. Like, you know, nothing bad has happened. Knocking on wood. Personally, like, I do not drive if I don't have to. Like, maybe it's like in what, like it's like hereditary because like my mom apparently wasn't a good driver either. And she literally was not. Like, she was a scary driver and I'm a better driver than her. So that's not saying a lot, but it's still saying something. You know, like, it's like there's effort there. Like, it's like I'm not entirely horrible. Oh, also in this car, in the car I have now, I did run into my garage. So I guess maybe not. Nobody was hurt. Nobody's, I guess like some people have been hurt, but nobody's been like seriously hurt. Like, everybody's been okay. Everybody's made out fine. That's my driving history. That's my car history. And yeah, I'm still here. I still have my license and I'm still alive. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.